skateboarding because you got old. You got old because you quit skateboarding.
Yo, so tell me why you started Cycotic Youth. What was the vibe of why you started the band?
You know, back in those days, you know, there was all these backyard parties going on, and obviously, of course, Suicidal Tendencies had been playing venues already, and Welcome to Venice came out, and there was some bands coming out of Santa Monica, like No Reaction, and then me and my brothers said, you know, hey, man, we want to start a band, and originally I was playing guitar, I didn't know how to play guitar. My brother didn't have a drum set, he was playing on some recycling cans, and we got a couple other friends started practicing in my buddy's pad over there by Marine Park, and we were just into punk rock, man, and we wanted to be one of those local bands coming out of the West Side. It was originally called Delinquent Society, and then we changed the name Cycotic Youth, but spelled it Cycotic, because everybody spelled psycho like that when you're from the West Side, you know. And it's a good thing now. We in the band now. We have friends that I've known forever. You know what I'm saying? And some local guys and some buddies of mine that I grew up going to punk shows like Axis from Hollywood. And dude, we just wanted to make something to follow all those bands that were coming out. We were young, 14, 15 years old, so you know. We broke up for a while in '88, and now we're back, dude. We're gonna bring that shit, so be ready.
So talk to me about the role that art plays in Cycotic Youth, because I mean, if you look at the graphics that you guys do,
yeah.
I mean, talk to me more about that a little bit.
You know, it's all influenced with skateboarding, punk rock, and lowriding. You know, and that's how my art career has been. And Axis with doing graffiti. And you know, being part of one of the gnarliest crews in Los Angeles and around the world, it influences the way that we like the art to look. You know what I'm saying? Everyone likes a fucking skull. You know, we got the skateboards because we skateboarded. You know, growing up as in the punk rock scene, you know, we were that you know, I would say 1% of the punk rock community. You know, wearing the rags and the Pendletons when everybody else was Mohawks, leather jackets, you know, and it just influenced by the area that we grew up in, and you know, being taught by some of the OGs like Rick Clayton and Baby Ray, taught to have tattoo. It's kind of I picked up on their style, and I brought it to the Cycotic Youth table back, and then it started copying Rick's skulls. And just kind of evolved into my own art, and you know, Axis has been doing all the new graphics for Cycotic Youth, so it's you know, why don't you tell them a little bit about the art, dude? You sit down.
Do you write the same way that you create art? Is it the same process for you?
Yeah, actually I do. When I write music, like when I come up with an arrangement, sometimes I'll just come up with a quick riff, but most of the time I'll come up with the whole thing's done in my head, just like the paintings. Like I'll have a concept and I'll see it completed, but then I have to do the work and get it done. Same thing with a song. So like I'll hear like one little riff or a couple notes, and then I basically get the whole concept for the entire song, and then lyrics come after. But it's a pretty quick process. Like once in a very rare case, I'll have like a riff and I'll noodle around with it for a while. Then it becomes something, but most of the time it's just from the jump. It's like pretty much finished.
Do you create the art the same way? Like when you're tattooing, do you like?
You know, most of the art that I create is for tattoos, you know what I'm saying? And I do side work like, you know, t-shirt designs and commission pieces and a few paintings to be in local art shows and stuff. But yeah, you know, I draw like, you know, just what's in my everyday life, you know what I mean? As writing lyrics too, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about with this band is that Axis writes a lot of the lyrics too, and we kind of tag team stuff, and we come from, you know, different cities, but from the same vibe, you know what I'm saying? And it's always been that way, and everything that he writes, you know, he'd be all, do you like this? And I say, yeah, I like that, but maybe let's try to do this or try to do that. And it's all based off our creative mind. This dude's like fucking one of the gnarliest artists, and you know, I'm like I tell my clients, I'm not cheap, but I'm fair, and that's the way that I do my art. You know what I'm saying? I try to. I can't draw everything, but I try to make it the best I can and use my mind of, you know, my past, how I grew up, and all that shit. So yeah.
Oh no, the cultural relevance has all. What does it mean to you specifically, Jason, to play on the fucking Santa Monica Pier? Like,
well, you know, I grew up there. You know what I'm saying? I grew up. My mom lived in a hotel on the Santa Monica on the new what is it? The Promenade. It used to be called the Mall back then, but grew up right there. So that's what, you know. She'd be doing her thing, getting high and shit, and I would go to the pier, man, and I surfed at Bay Street. I grew up surfing Bay Street, and you know, I always went down there as I got older, as a teen, partying. We'd always hang out at the lower parking lot, and then, you know, 4th of July used to be hot down there before it came too violent for Santa Monica to put it on, dude. You know, so
yeah.
To play there, man. It just the smell of the sea in that wood, you know what I'm saying? And once we got the offer, I mean, there was no question, man. This is a bucket list shit. So you know, if we do the show and it's the only time we do the show, I'd be happy. Checked off the list, you know.
It's like we've been going there for 40 years and finally got our chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen band after band after band after band. Everybody, Deftones, Red Hot Chili Peppers, reggae bands, fucking, and not just little bands, big bands. You know?
Dick,
Yeah.
saw Dick Dale there.
Yeah.
I saw Silverchair there, dude.
What?
Yeah, dude.
How's that reference?
Fuck, that was gnarly. Dude.
Wow.
All these little youngsters there. That was back in the 90s, though. But yeah, so, you know, it's just that fucking hill going down there and seeing Sinbads as a kid, you know,
Yeah.
and all that shit. You know, I told myself in life, I'm either going to play the pier or I'm going to get married at the carousel. I ain't getting married at the fucking carousel, so at least we're playing at the pier.
I love it.
Yeah, dude, so.
All right, since the name of your band is Cycotic Youth, what message do you have for the youth?
You're asking me?
I'm asking all of you.
And you got it wrong. It's Sciatic Youth.
Sciatic Youth, yeah.
I'll tell. Can I answer that for myself?
Yeah, of course.
I would say whenever.
He's always
Whenever. This is for the kids, right?
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, what you think you want to be, you already are. And if you focus and work hard enough at what it is, you're already it. You're already thinking it. Make it happen. Don't let anybody, whether it be a teacher or anybody, a parent, whatever, anybody tell you you can't if you want to. Just be about it. Everybody told me I couldn't do art for a living. They said, "Oh yeah, you can be an artist, but you'll have to get a real job and do that on the side." I would love to like see all those people now and say, hey, you know, yeah, and you know,
just show one thing. Oh, look at my hair, my bottle.
yeah. So anyway, just I guess what I'm saying is like, if you want to do something, make it happen. But you have to do the work. It just happen.
Definitely. I mean, I can quote exactly that. You know, be your own person, man. You know, don't follow anybody else. And you know, like Axis said, you know, put 100% into it. And if you fail, get back up, because you know, at least you know you tried. And no is a complete sentence. Just know that. That's it.
Rico, you can't hide from this one. Message to the youth.
To the youth. Whatever you want to do, whoever you want to be, manifest it yourself and do it, because no one's going to do it for you.
Amen.
You guys
Thursday,
say
May 16th,
7
Santa Monica
p.m.
Pier.
Get there early.
Yep.
We got new merch. We got
New
new
songs.
songs.
And I'm single.
And Rico's single. So am I.